everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about gonorrhea. We are going to discuss what is gonorrhea, which areas of the body does gonorrhea infect, how gonorrhea is transmitted, the incubation period of gonorrhea, signs and symptoms of gonorrhea. Before we start, if you like this video, if you benefit from it, hit the like button, comment below, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Wahinya the doc. The purpose of doing this video is to help you understand your health, your general conditions, and to simplify medical conditions. So, I'll start defining by what is gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is a sexually transmitted infection that is caused by a bacteria. The name of that bacteria is called Neisseria gonorrhea. Neisseria gonorrhea is the medical term. It's not a difficult term. Neisseria is just like a Maasai name. So, it affects both males and females. Which areas of the body does gonorrhea infect? Gonorrhea affects your eyes, it infects your throat, it infects your cervix, it infects your vagina, it infects your urethra, it affects your anus. So, how does gonorrhea infect your eyes? Gonorrhea infects your eyes in two ways. For children, when a mother who is infected with gonorrhea is giving birth, the child who is being born will get infected with gonorrhea. This gonorrhea will affect the eyes of the baby and result to infection of the eyes by that bacteria. Number two, how does gonorrhea affect the throat? The gonorrhea infects the throat by those people who practice oral sex. This can infect your throat from doing oral sex with someone who is infected with gonorrhea. Number three, it will affect the cervix, the vagina, the urethra through sexual intercourse. Number four, it will affect the anus for those who practice anal sex. So, from there, I want us to learn how is gonorrhea transmitted. Gonorrhea is transmitted through sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse can be oral sex. Number two, it can be anal sex. And number three, it can be vaginal sex. Also, gonorrhea can be transmitted what we call vertical transmission. Vertical transmission is where I have explained a pregnant woman is giving birth and she is infected with gonorrhea. So when the baby is being delivered, the baby will get infected with gonorrhea. What is the incubation period of gonorrhea? Gonorrhea incubation period, if you have an intercourse, a sexual intercourse with someone who has gonorrhea today, from today up to the day when the symptoms of gonorrhea will appear, it takes about 2 to 14 days. Then I want us to learn about the signs and symptoms of gonorrhea. The signs and symptoms of gonorrhea, we start with signs and symptoms when gonorrhea affects the eye. When gonorrhea affects the eye, that condition in children, we call it ophthalmia neonatorum. And gonorrhea can also affect the eyes of adults. For example, you are having sexual intercourse and one of you happens to touch the genitals of your partner, then by mistake you rub your eyes, so you'll infect yourself by that method. So what are the signs and symptoms when gonorrhea infects the eye? One, you will have a discharge from the eyes, or pus-like discharge from the eyes. Number two, you will have pain in the eyes. Number three, you will have sensitivity to light. So what are the symptoms when you have gonorrhea of the throat? One, you will have a sore throat. Number two, you will have the lymph nodes. The lymph nodes are the paratine, those you call the tonsils. There are so many in the neck. There are so many types of tonsils around the neck. So they also swell. What are the symptoms when gonorrhea infects females? One, you will have, if you are female infected with gonorrhea, you will have an increased vaginal discharge, which is, it might be clear in color, it might be creamish or yellowish, usually has a smell, a bad smell. Then you will have pain during sex. That is what we call dyspareunia. Then you will have postcoital bleeding. Postcoital bleeding is where you bleed after sex, a sexual intercourse. Then you will have pain while urinating. You will have pelvic pain or lower abdominal pain. You might experience intermenstrual bleeding. Intermenstrual bleeding is bleeding that occurs in between your periods. If you get your periods maybe date 1 of December and date 1 of January, maybe in between at around date 15, you might experience intermenstrual bleeding, or a bleeding that will be triggered by a sexual intercourse. What will be the signs and symptoms when gonorrhea infects males? Males will experience urethral discharge. That is a discharge that will come from the tip of the penis. This discharge might be clear, it may be creamish, it may be yellowish in color. You might notice your underwear has some stains of pus. You might also experience swelling of the testicles and also pain of the testicles. Then what are the signs and symptoms when gonorrhea infects the anus? This occurs to people who practice anal sex or homosexuals. So you will have anal itchiness. You will also experience pain around the anus. You will also strain or constipate while you are defecating, and also you will experience discharge from the anus. So if you like this video, you benefit from it, don't forget to subscribe. If health is your priority, this is the channel to subscribe. Thank you.